we didn't get to make it, but what are we hearing, Monster? It's a good gig. What are people saying?
Everybody, nothing but positive stuff. I mean, the line was kind of hard to get in, but other than that, the show rocked.
Well, they did that have to do with the way they did the tickets? They made
and
you
1,500 people. Yeah, I mean, that was expected though. But other than that, I think everybody had a great time.
Yeah, I'm seeing some stuff here online. Glenn's got some pictures up you can check out at KLAQ.com of Green Day last night in El Paso. I'm getting some texts from people who went to go see it, said it was really great, and they played all their favorites. And Lisa, do you still regret that you didn't get to go see Green Day?
No, because I'm still
you're
crying
here.
And whining to Kevin to get me in on Friday.
This portion of the KLAQ Morning Show from South by Southwest is brought to you by Jack Key Auto Group with 9 franchises, including Kia, Nissan, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ford. In 5 locations, visit jackkey.com for more information. One of the things I love most is when we get to meet, a band that we can kind of bring to you. Maybe you're not familiar, or maybe you are actually with the next band. It's a silent film. Hi, guys. How are you?
Well, hello.
Good. This is Spencer on this microphone here. Hello, Spencer.
Hi.
And we have Robert, who's there at the keyboards. Hello. You sound like you're not from Texas.
It gives us away. The accent really does give us away.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the band. Silent Film has been together as a band for how long?
This band's probably been going about 6 years, but Robert and I have been playing together for far too long. So it's been a long-term project. But yeah, we're on the second album, came out last June. Interestingly, a little bit recorded just outside El Paso.
At Sonic?
You did the Sonic Ranch?
All
We
right.
did indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
We've done about 3 sessions down at Sonic Ranch. We've spent some time in El Paso.
Next time you guys do that, you need to come by the station.
I think we should.
Yeah.
Definitely. What's that place? Central.
Cafe Central.
Cafe Central.
Cafe Central.
Spent a
That's a good hang.
had a couple of pretty funny dinners there.
Do you remember that little bar that's really sideways? And there was a band playing.
Yeah,
literally
there's like a kind of divey bar
Tap?
that we went to.
Yes.
I was like, I know exactly.
It was described to us
There you
as
go.
the bar from Star Wars, where they walk in and there's like all kinds of different people in there.
You know
It's
what?
like-
a lot of people that go to Sonic Ranch, they like to go
The
to
difference
Tap.
is that our aliens are actually illegal. Now, when you go and record at Sonic Ranch, what's the duration of time you're there? I mean, are you kind of residing there for a few days, or
We went there just to do top and tail the album. So we had a few songs we've written we wanted to finish off. And I think we did about 8 days in January 2012, I think.
Yeah, I think that
Just to
sounds
finish
about
it. But we then went back because we got on so well with the staff there. We loved the space.
I keep hearing all these great things about it. I've been invited out, but it's like a 20-minute drive. So, but musicians love Sonic Ranch.
Oh, it's
The spirit there.
It's like nothing else.
Yeah, it's basically the guy that owns it. We can't talk too much about him because he's a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
He actually is from Star Wars.
Yeah, but he will just glide into the studio while you're working, like a spirit. He'll just hover in the background and then he'll just glide back out. And
what is his function there? Does he produce records, or he just owns the facility, what?
He just adores music.
Yeah, I see him sometimes at
he's giving
concerts and
something
stuff.
back, basically.
Same thing, glides in, he'll go around the venue, and then he'll just go right back out. And I'm like, where'd he go?
Yeah, he's a ghost.
And he's gone.
But he's like a friendly ghost. But he's cooler than Casper.
And I love his hair.
His hair's amazing.
Isn't it?
It's so thin, but it's so perfect.
That's how I met him. Everyone laughs at me because they're like, how did you meet him? I'm like, because I went up to his hair and I just started petting it. I was like, this is wonderful.
I'm completely with you on that.
Yeah, I was like, how do you
If I had
do
the
this?
guts, I would touch his hair. I don't have the guts.
I don't know why I did, but I did that night.
Well, that's probably why you're in radio.
Now,
Exactly.
are you all from the same area of England, or do you come from different?
Well, England's so small; it's about half
It's,
the size of Texas. So you say the same area, it kind of is. We're from sort of Oxford, which is bang slap in the middle. It's a really posh part. It's got a university. Carl is from more across Suffolk way, which is the sort of east side.
And when you're a band in Oxford, is it, you go to London and that's where the scene is? Or
Absolutely.
Because I heard there was this other band in this town called Liverpool, and they hit it pretty big in Liverpool. So I don't know if you have to go to London.
Talking about?
Yeah.
No, Oxford, actually, the scene in Oxford growing up was immense because obviously we had Radiohead and we had Supergrass and Ride and like there were big bands coming out of Oxford, and that's made a really interesting scene because you get all the bands like us who were growing up maybe 5-10 years after them. You've got this immense pressure to do something good and special and real. So it's, Radiohead, it's very hard growing up in the same town as them because, it's like you set the bar this high.
Yeah.
You don't get a lot of mainstream music coming out of Oxford. You get people really pushing it because it's like, well, look at them.
Yeah.
Look at what else can you do except push the envelope?
So loved and so different at the same time.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Big shoes up there.
Okay, well, I notice you've set up. We've got a keyboard here, and Robert, you're going to play the keys and sing.
Absolutely.
We've got Carl, who's got the guitar over there. Hello, Carl. How are you? Ali, who's going to play the coffee cup. Got ding, 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 a little percussion. And Spencer, you're the percussionist. I guess you'll play some kind of sticks for us here,
It's
right?
possible.
All right.
Possible.
What is the name of the song we're going to hear?
Well, how many songs would you like?
Let's hear one,
Okay.
and then come back and hear another one.
Maybe we should do that.
So, if there were going to be two, what would you do?
Well, we could play maybe Danny, Dakota, and the Wishing Well.
That's the one Lisa loves.
Yes, that's what.
Yeah, Lisa
that's
loves
probably why we're going
that
to do
one.
that
Okay.
And then if we have time for another one, we'll tell you what that one will
Okay.
be.
Very good.
It's very early in the morning. You know this. This is pre-breakfast rockstar hour, by the way. So,
I'm mostly impressed that
I
we
haven't
just
even
made it to
started
the
to try and sing yet. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's find out.
You guys look incredibly fresh, though, for it being so
Really?
early in the morning. Yeah,
We've
just had a band of reprobates that were here.
We saw them. We saw them in the lift. We were like,
Delinquents. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm kidding, of course. No, we just drove 21 hours from Vegas. And Vegas wasn't exactly a light time, if you know what I mean. So
What'd you drive in?
Whichever cars we stole from Vegas. I don't remember this time. A couple of Mustangs.
Okay,
Chevy.
so
we're in a van. We're in a very pokey van.
and you got a driver. Or you split up the driving.
Split the driving.
Split the driving. All right.
Do it. Yeah, obviously this is what everyone wants to hear, but it is. People do like.
Well,
the cars in Texas.
you know what? I am curious
what
if
you
you're
driving
driving
there? What do you got?
driving across from Vegas through Texas and you're from England,
Yeah.
and is there anything that catches your interest? And it's like, well, let's go in and see
No, I
this,
think
or
it's-
you just
it's the other way around. We catch a lot of people's interest. We stayed in a town called
Comanche?
Comanche. Just saying, probably the first English people ever to stay in this town.
We walk into a bar and then all the cowboy hats just turn. And then,
there's a record that they go.
yeah.
Yeah. We've done this enough
Don't
that it's
mind
not
us.
too weird. It's kind of funny now, but yeah. That
I'll
was
have a pair of pints for me and my mates.
and a cup of tea, please.
I am an Anglophile. Do you know what that
Oh, yeah?
means? That
Oh,
means
yeah.
I watch Doctor Who.
Nice. Okay, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, that's what makes you an Anglophile, and the Beatles were the greatest band ever. So there
That's
you
all we need.
go. All right, so the song again that we're going to hear from a silent film is.
Let's try again. Yeah, this is called Danny, Dakota, and the Wishing Well.
All right,
and it's
very
for
good.
Lisa.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. In life, we'll wish for a waterfall. In love, we'll wait. Ooh. Well, you could walk away from the water. You could run away. You could start again with another. But there's a setting sun where you once found you were in love. Danny met Dakota looking deep in into the wishing well. Danny couldn't write, so Dakota taught him how to spell. Dakota told Danny she was falling in love, but Danny couldn't speak when Dakota grew up. Whoa! Dakota spent the summer chasing boys and smoking cigarettes. Her first tattoo was a violet on the back of her neck. Dakota left school and she moved down south. She never knew why Danny wouldn't open his mouth, and so she ran away from the wishing well. Danny got a job and he kept every promise he made. Dakota got married, let the memories slip away. And Danny never wrote, though he often cried. Dakota missed Danny, but she didn't know why. Dakota found her husband in a hotel with her very best friend. She tried to make it work, but she couldn't trust him again. Dakota moved back to the wishing well. She never told Danny, cause she couldn't tell if he still held a flame for the love that Dakota stole when she ran away from the wishing well. Go back to the wishing well. Go back to the wishing well. Go back to the wishing well. Months went by, Dakota learned where Danny could be found. Once a year he waited by a deep stone hole in the ground. Dakota found Danny where they first had met. She took his hand, she told her friend, don't let me run away again from the love we found when we met. Looking deep into the wishing well.
A silent film. Beautiful. That's great, guys. I love that. You'll play another one for us?
Yeah, because it seems like you're singing away. It's so early. I'm amazed. This is great.
Just sneaking out all the top notes. Just
No,
in the low notes.
fantastic.
All right.
Yeah, we could do another.
So let's check in with Mike Evans in Hollywood. We're going to get another song from a silent. Did you like that? That was the song you wanted. Yeah. There it is. Time to check in with Mike Evans, who's in Hollywood this morning, brought to you by